Back here for game 2 of this doubleheader between Mount Pleasant and Lapeer. Mount Pleasant winning 13-3 in game 1. And a 10-run explosion in the 4th inning. Leading off the inning is the pitcher, Johnson. Pitching for Mount Pleasant is Vance. First pitch of the at-bat, in for a ball. Jackson Vance, the 6'5", 190-pound junior, also plays first base and outfield. 1-0 pitch, ball 2. Pitch from Vance is a ball for a 3-0 count. Vance pitching from the stretch. Kicks and deals, and that'll draw a walk. So a runaround now for Sotheby. Runaround here in the top of the first. Vance gets a sign, deals, driven to center field. That ball is going to be caught by the center fielder, Clayton Molyneux, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Up now is Vanacek. Playing shortstop here today. Here's Vance from the stretch, kicks and deals. Throw on down to second and gets through the second baseman. But luckily there was the backup was there, but Johnson advances to second. Oh, 1 count. To Vanacek. Run around second. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Blew it right by him. Oh, 2 pitch from Vance. Low, bounces in the dirt, and a runner advances to third. One, 2 count with a runner on third, 1 out. Vance to the stretch. Kicks and delivers and swung on and missed for strike 3. Two away here in the top of the first now. Here's Wombold. From From the stretch, Vance kicks and deals, and high for ball one. One out count. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and fires, and strike one in there. One count. From the stretch now, Vance. Kicks and fires right to third baseman Punjabi. He bobbles it, and a run scores. That'll be an error on Punjabi, and a runner scores, and it's 1-0 Lapeer. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and fires, and that is a ball. This is Shores now for the Lightning. One out count. Deals. Grounded foul down the first base side. So 1-1 count. 1-1 count with 2 away. From the stretch, delivers. Runner goes. Good catch there. Almost pulled him off the bag, or did pull him off the bag, but Wombolt goes to second on the stolen base. Vance to the stretch. 1-0 Lapeer. Vance fires, and outside for ball 2. Or ball 3. 3-1 count. Hitter has pitch to work with. Shores. Now Vance to the stretch. Kicks and delivers, swung on, popped up high. Out of play behind me. So a full count now. Vance awaits the sign. Gets the pitch he wants from the stretch now. Vance kicks and delivers, and struck him out looking. Vance gets out of the inning without giving up another run, and it is 1-0 at the end of the top of the first. Leading off in the inning for the Oilers is going to be Olson, the shortstop, Molyneux, the center fielder, and Punjabi, the third baseman, against Johnson for Lapeer. MLB scores for you. The Phillies are up on top of the Giants, 5-3 in the top of the 8th. And then everything else starts around 6:35. Diamondbacks beat the Marlins 6-4. Pirates shut out the Nationals 1-0. Mariners over the Reds in 10, 11-7. And the Athletics beat the White Sox 8-0. A's and White Sox probably going to be two of those teams with the Rockies that'll be might be the three worst teams in baseball. If you're a Tigers fan, the Tigers lost to the Brewers last night 5-1. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first, leading off is Olson. Riley Olson. In the first game, he had 2 runs scored on an error and a walk. First pitch to Olson. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Johnson delivers, strike 2, a swing and a miss again. Already a meeting on the mound with nobody out in the top of the first. 0-2 count to Olson. Johnson kicks and delivers, fouled away into the stands. Oh, 2 count. Johnson winds and delivers, swung on and missed. Foul tipped, strike 3. So Johnson starts out strong. And here is Molyneux. Molyneux had 3 walks in the last game, and that is high for ball 1. One-0 count with 1 away. Punjabi on deck, and strike 1 called. And that's a ball, 2-1 count. Johnson winds and deals, swung on, and that's a strike. 2-2 count. Johnson deals, swung on, ground ball, foul down the third base line. Two count to Molyneux. Two pitch on the way, delivers, and low for ball 3. Two pitch on the way, swung on, driven to right field. That ball is going to be drop in for a base hit. No, and Molyneux is going to go to 2. I'd be interested if they an error or, yep, they are going to rule that an error on the right fielder. And now here's Punjabi. Fires, hits one deep to center. That ball is caught. No, he dropped it. Molyneux's going to come around third to score. And the Oilers have tied it at 1. I guess they're ruling that a double. That will be a hit. So it will be a base hit, no error there. It's 1-1. I'll go double for now. Johnson from the stretch now. 1-1 here with one away. Low for ball 1 to Langworthy. Strike. One count with one away. Johnson delivers, and that'll be a ball. Or a strike. He goes foul tipped, so 1-2 count. 1-2 count to Langworthy. Johnson takes a look at second from the stretch. Deals. Swung on, driven to center field. And that is caught by the center fielder. And Punjabi will tag up. Punjabi slides, and he is safe at third. Here's Phillips now. 2 outs, 1-1, runner on third. Johnson winds and deals. Ground ball to the third base side, and that'll be a strike 1. Johnson winds and delivers. Ball. 1-1 count with 2 away. Johnson waits the sign, winds, delivers, swung on to right center, and that's going to drop. And Punjabi will score, and it's 2-1 Oilers. Another error on the right fielder. Or another error on Lapeer as a base hit the shortstop, and it gets through. A run's gonna come home. Phillips around third. It's 4-1 or 3-1. Phillips scores all the way from first. And Wallace with an RBI. Here in the top of the first inning. Johnson started out strong with Olsen, but now the Lapeer's given up 3 runs here. And now here is Brogan Parks, the catcher. First pitch belted to shortstop, and that will be out number 3. So, 2 hits in the inning for the Oilers, 2 errors for the Lightning, and Mount Pleasant leads 3-1 at the end of the first inning. Back here for the top of the second, 3-1 Oilers. 2 errors and 2 hits in that inning. And leading off the top of the second is Olenicek. Here's Vance from the stretch. Kicks and deals and swung on and foul tipped for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on the way from Vance and low for ball 1. From the stretch, Vance kicks and delivers and low for ball 2. Vance from the stretch, 2-1 count. Deals, swung on and missed for strike 2. Vance from the stretch now, 2-2 count. Kicks and deals. No, full count. Parks framed it, but umpire called it a ball anyway. Full count. Nobody out. Vance delivers high, and that'll be a walk. And that'll bring up Davis, the right fielder. Runner on first, nobody out. Here in the top of the second, 3-1 Oilers. Vance from the stretch, takes a look at first. Now deals. Low for ball 1. From the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, and runner, nope, foul ball. I thought the runner advanced to second, but one count. I thought it was a swing and a miss, and I thought it just hit the helmet, but 1-1 count. Vance from the stretch, deals, swung on and missed for strike 2. Vance waits for his pitch. And outside ball 1, and threw it over the first baseman's glove, and the runner is going to advance to second. And not No situational awareness there as the runner advances to third. 1-2 count now. Davis awaits the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and he got him swinging. One away here. Now it's Trish. One away with a runner on third. Here in the top of the second. Infield, first and third shades in for a bunt and in there for strike one. Punjabi shaded up just a little bit, and the first baseman looks like he's near the lip of the grass. Vance deals. Outside, ball one. One's on the board. One ball, one strike, one out with a runner on third. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and delivers it in there, strike two. One-two pitch from Vance. Swing and a miss. The 11th strikeout in this doubleheader for the Oilers. And Trish is set down on strikes, and that leads Brennan up to bat. Brennan 0 for 3 with a hat trick of strikeouts last game. Punjabi won every battle. Vance from the stretch. Deals. Ball. Gets his sign from the stretch now. Deals. In there for a strike. 1-1. Vance to the stretch. 1-1 pitch on the way, and just outside, and a run is going to score, and it's 3-2. Gets a sign now from the stretch. Vance. Kicks and delivers, and in there for a strike. 2-2 count with two away. Vance. Kicks and delivers, and high for ball three. Full count. From the stretch now. Kicks and delivers, and fouled away to the backstop. So we remain at 3-2. 3-2. With two away, 3-2 is the score here in the top of the second. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and delivers, and that is the golden sombrero for the doubleheader for Brennan as he strikes out for the fourth time in this doubleheader, and that will go to the bottom of the second. 3-2 Oilers. Will be back after this. Back here live for second inning, the bottom of the second inning. 3-2 our score. Leading off the inning is Jack Prevost. And on deck is Brock Binder. Prevost didn't play last game. Olson in the hole. Binder had 3 runs scored in the last game with 3 hits. Johnson from the stretch deals low for ball 1. Johnson from the stretch deals, swung and a miss. Just a bit high for a 1-1 count. Johnson delivers. Low for ball 2. From the stretch now, Johnson. Delivers, swung on and missed. Strike 2, another high one. Could have been on first. 2 of them were high. 2-2 count now. Low for ball 3. So 3-2 count now. Well, I guess if you're Johnson, you've gotten him to swing on 2 high pitches. Full count, I guess you got to go high here. Swung on, driven to center field. That ball's deep and drops for a base hit. In and out of the glove, and that'll be in there at second. And that'll be an error on the center fielder. So Brock Binder comes up now with Olson on deck and Molyneux in the hole. From the stretch, Johnson takes a look at Prevost, and Binder showing bunt, and that'll be strike 1. Johnson from the stretch. 0-1 pitch on the way in there, strike 2. Johnson delivers and swing and a miss for strike 3. From the stretch, Johnson deals. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Olson struck out in his first at bat. 1 away, 0-1 count to Olson. Swung on, driven right center, or driven to center, and that ball will drop for a base hit. Around third comes Prevost, and he will score an RBI double, no triple. I'm going to say they're probably going to call that a double with an error on the throw. So Prevost comes home. And it is now 4-2 Mount Pleasant. Now here's Molyneux. He reached on an error. And over to third baseman, and another run scores. And it's 5-2. Runner goes into second, and he's going to take third. And he's going all the way home, and it's 6-2 Oilers. A misplay on the throw, and it is now 6-2 Oilers. And Punjabi up now for the Oilers. Deal swinging, driven to left field, and caught by the left fielder, and that'll do it, or, well, that'll be the second out of the inning. Wombolt with the catch. Now here's Langworthy, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right, or to center field. Johnson from the stretch. Ball one. Low for ball two. In there, strike one. 2-1 count, 2 outs here, 6-2 Oilers. 2-1 pitch on the way, and low for ball three. Three-one count to Langworthy. Johnson deals, and inside ball four. Runner on first for Phillips. One for one today. It reached on an error, so no hits yet for Phillips. Swung on, driven. There's a base hit to left field. Langworthy will stop at second. 2 on, 2 out for Wallace. And the runners will advance on the pass ball. So second and third now with 2 outs and 1 ball, no strike. And that is ball. 2-0 count to Wallace. Johnson gets his sign from the stretch. Weiner delivers, and that is low for ball three. Runners will stay. Couple pitches for you to work with now if you're Wallace. Can load the bases for the catcher, Parks. Johnson awaits a sign. 3-0 pitch on the way, and in there for a strike. 3-1 count. Well, if you're Wallace, you don't have to swing unless it's perfect and low, and that'll load the bases for Parks. Grounded out, 6-3. Bases loaded, 2 out, 6-2 Oilers. Parks can break this game wide open here. Johnson from the stretch delivers high for ball one. And if you're Johnson, you're just trying to get out of this inning, but you got to be able to make the pitches here. This is where your composure comes into play if you're Johnson. From the stretch, delivers, swung on, driven right center field. That ball is going to be caught by the center fielder, and that'll do it for the inning. The Oilers go up 6-2. And we'll be back with the top of the third right after this. Back here for the top of the third inning. Six, 7, and 8 batters up for the Lightning. Olenchek, Davis, and Trish. Olenchek had a walk in, or no, it's Johnson. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 batters, as that is high for ball one. Vance delivers. Ball two. Vance struck out the side last inning. Delivers, swung on, line drive in the left field, and Johnson is on with the base hit, trying to help his cause. Now Sotheby up now for the Lightning. DHing for Hensel, the catcher. Runner on first. Ground ball to the second baseman. Almost made a stabbing grab, but he couldn't get it. Forcione is the courtesy runner on second. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Here's Vanacek now. Delivers and ball. Vance, the 1-0 count. Kicks and delivers, swung on, ground ball, foul. One 0 count to Vanacek. One count. Vance delivers. In there, strike two. Vanacek 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and delivers and struck him out looking. Vanacek 0 for 2 now with 2 strikeouts. Here is Wombold now. Reached on an error. One out. Here in the top of the third, runners on first and second. Vance deals ground ball to the second baseman. On to 2 for 1 and double play! What a pick at first! A 6-4-3 double play! Vance gets out of the inning, allowing nothing as we head to the bottom of the third. Leading off the bottom of the third is Jack Prevost. Prevost reached on an error and scored in the last inning. First pitch is a ball. Johnson delivers. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. Stab at the second baseman and out at first. Sorry about the shortstop there. 6-3 ground out. Here's one away here for Brock Binder. Olson on deck, Molyneux in the hole. Binder pops one up. Caught by the first baseman. Shores. And here's Olson now. Riley Olson reached on an error. Johnson from the stretch. High for ball one. Johnson waits for the sign. Deals. High for ball two. Two-0 count with two away. Johnson delivers and fouled out of play right over the press box. 2-1 count. Delivers a shot to left field, and that will be caught for the third out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Johnson, and we remain at a 6-2 lead for the Oilers as we head to the top of the fourth. Leading off the inning is Shores for the Lightning. Here's Vance from the stretch. Kicks and deals, swung on, driven to right center field, and that'll be caught by the center fielder, Molyneux, for the first out. One pitch, one out for Vance. And here's Olenchik. Vance deals, high for ball one. Olenchik has walked in this game. Vance delivers, and outside, or inside. Oh, it hit him. One on, one out here for Davis. Davis, the right fielder, 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Vance delivers, swing and a miss there for strike one. I think Davis wanted to hold up there and he couldn't. 0-1 count. And outside for ball two. Or ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Davis. Takes a look at first. Vance delivers. Runner goes. And out at second base. Parks with a bullet to second, and they get it out. 1-2 count to Davis. Two away here in the top of the fourth. Vance delivers, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it. And we will head to the bottom of the fourth with the Oilers up 6-2. Leading off for the Oilers is Clayton Molyneux. Scored twice and reached on an error and a double. Johnson deals and high for ball one. Bottom four, 6-2. Foul to the backstop, and that is going to be a 1-1 count. Johnson deals, low for ball two. From the stretch, Johnson delivers. Swung on. Oh, gets right through the shortstop and a base hit for Molyneux. Now here's Punjabi. Johnson from the stretch. Delivers high for ball one. From the stretch, Johnson, the 1-0 pitch. Low for ball 2, and the runner goes. Molyneux's going to make it into second, and then he's going to go to third. Heads up base running there. Johnson from the stretch. Deals high for ball 3. Three-out count with nobody out. Johnson, the stretch, delivers. Swung on, driven, left field. That ball's deep. That ball is off the glove of the left fielder. And Punjabi's going to go to second and a run scores, and it is 7-2. Now here's Langworthy. I guess no error on that, so that was 7-2, and then a hit for Punjabi. Johnson from the stretch. Delivers, swung on, fouled away. Langworthy swing and a miss for strike 2. Johnson delivers, low for ball 1. Johnson from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled against the backstop, the netting. Still a 1-2 count. Johnson from the stretch. Delivers. Swung on, driven to right center field. That gets down. Punjabi will stay at third, and that is a base hit for Langworthy. Now here's Phillips now. Nobody out, runners at the corners. And I think that's going to do it for Johnson. I think that'll do it for Johnson, who the pitcher is now. It looks like it's going to be Brennan who's the pitcher for Lapeer. So Johnson goes 3 innings, so far allows 7 runs. He's on the hook for the 2 on the corners. Gives up 8 hits. And we'll be back after this. So Johnson will head to second base. And here we go. Runners at the corners. Johnson on the hook for the runners on first and third. Brennan from the stretch. Phillips up. Deals low for ball one. One ball, no strike. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Phillips waits the pitch. Brennan the kick and deals, and that'll be a wild pitch. Punjabi is safe at the plate, and it's 8-2 Oilers. Two-0 count to Phillips. Brendan deals. Shows bunt and ball three. 3-0 count with two pitches to work with. Brennan kicks and deals and low, and that'll walk Phillips. And Langworthy will go to third. Runners at the corners. Langworthy, the last runner for Johnson. So Johnson's 8 earned runs. Brennan delivers. Low for ball one, and that'll score another run. 9-2. So Johnson ends the day with 9 runs scored on him. Runner at second is Brennan's runner, and still nobody out. And Wallace. Brendan deals. Outside ball one. Oilers need 3 more here in the fourth, and shut down Lapeer in the fifth to earn another victory. Brennan deals. Out and in there for strike one. Brennan from the stretch. Kicks and deals. Low. And the runner moves into scoring position. So a 3-0 count here. Brennan from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Shot up to the right center gap, and that'll score a run. And Wallace is going to go to 2, and that is an RBI. out at second base. He tried for two. Here's the first pitch to Parks, low for a ball. 1-0 count to Parks. 10-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. One away. Delivers. Ooh, I thought that was inside, but they call it a strike. 1-1 count. One's on the board. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Brennan. Swing and a miss for strike two. One-two count. Brennan. Kind of a quarter windup. And he'll step off the rubber. One-two count. Swing and a miss. He got him swinging. And now here's Prevost. Swing and a miss, strike one. On one pitch. Low for ball one. Brennan deals. Low for ball two. 2-1 count. Brennan winds and delivers. In there for strike two. 2-2 count. Brennan trying to give his team a chance. Winds and delivers and swung on, popped up. And that'll be caught by the third baseman for the final out of the inning. Oilers score 4. They lead 10-2 as we head to the top of the fifth inning. Top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Lightning is high for a ball to Newberry. Ball 2 to Newberry. So Newberry in for Trish. Vance from the stretch. Kicks and delivers and fouled high out of play behind the backstop. Vance delivers high for ball 3. New catcher for Mount Pleasant, number 11, Alex Whitman, the junior. Vance delivers and the ball. So he walks the first batter. Newberry reaches with a walk in his first at bat. Now here's Brennan. Nope. It's Forcione now. In there for a strike. And that hit him, and that is a Forcione will be on with a hit by pitch. Second hit by pitch batter of the day for Vance. Now here's Johnson. Johnson, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. In there for a strike. Steps off the rubber. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. In there for strike 2. Vance looks in. Runners on first and second. 0-2 count. Nobody out. Vance delivers high and outside for ball 1. Vance delivers, and in there, struck him out. 7 on the day for Jackson Vance. Here is Sotheby, the DH. Swing, ground ball, shortstop. There's one, and there's, right under the glove, and a run will score. So they get the out, but a run scores. 2 away. Swung on right through the shortstop, in between the shortstop and third baseman, and there's a base hit for Vanacek. Now here's Wombold. One away here in the top of the 5th inning. 10-3 Oilers. From the stretch, Vance deals high for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. Swung on, driven to left field. That ball is off the glove of the left fielder. 2 runs will score. 2 RBIs. For Wombold. And it is now 10-5. Here's Shores now for the Lightning with 2 away. Runner at second, 10-5. Vance deals, low and away for ball 1. One 0 pitch on the way. High and away for ball 2. Two 0 count. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. 2-1 count. Ball 3. 3-1 count to Shores. Two away. Vance to the stretch. Kicks and deals. Outside, ball 4. Here's a Lincheck. He is no official at bat. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Hit by a pitch in the last inning. Vance delivers. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Hopefully it doesn't rain. From the stretch, Vance. Kicks and deals. In there for strike 2. Takes a look at second, now deals. Wow. Where did that miss? 2-2 count. Wow. Vance deals. He got him there. That one was a strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Lapeer scores 3, and it is a 10-5 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for Lapeer. It's going to be Forcione. And batter here, new batter for Mount Pleasant is going to be number 13, Brady Edwards. 5'11", 205-pound senior. Plays outfield and pitcher. I kind of want this game. Let's end this game here before it starts raining. Bottom of the 5th. Need 5 runs here in the 5th. Brady Edwards awaits the pitch from Forcione. His first pitch of the day is a ball. Delivers a shot out to left field. Shortstop will catch it for the first out. Here is Olson now. Riley Olson. Run scored and an RBI, but in a strikeout and a flyout. Forcione delivers, swing and a miss for strike 1. Forcione delivers, and that is a ball. One's on the board. 1-1 count here to Olson. Forcione delivers. Low for ball 1 or 2. 2-1 count. Forcione lines and delivers. High for ball 3. One count to Riley Olson. And that'll walk him. 1 on, 1 out for Molyneux. Molyneux has reached base in every at bat today. 2 hits and an error. Reached on an error in the first. Runner goes. Hit to the shortstop, Molyneux, and he is going to make it and safe at second. First and second now for Punjabi. Delivers the first pitch, and that hit him, and that'll load the bases. As Olson slid into second. Here's Brady Johnston now, batting for Langworthy. First pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 1. And the runner is going to come home. And there's a run scored. And it's 11-5 Mount Pleasant now. Second and third, 1 out. Brady Johnston the junior, from the stretch. Forcione high for ball one. Ball. One count to Johnston. Swing and a miss for strike two. Base hit down the line, scores one, potentially two. Ball two. 2-2 count. Forcione from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Swung on and fouled way out of play. Count remains even at 2-2. Forcione from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Swung on. That's driven to left field. Runner on third tags, and it's 12-5. Here's Phillips. Forcione delivers. Ball one to Phillips. Forcione delivers. Swing and a miss for strike one. 1-1 count. Strike one or two, so it's a 1-2 count. Two count. Forcione delivers. Fouled away. Way past the stands. Two count with two away. Forcione from the stretch. Delivers, swung on, driven right field. Ball is drops in front of the right fielder, and Punjabi scores, and it's 13-5. Now here is Kyle Wallace. That's low for ball one. That's a ball. 2-0 count. Kicks and deals, and that is going to be, no, he dropped it! And I don't know where he was throwing the ball to, and runners are safe at first and second. Almost an amazing diving catch, and then he threw it to, guy wasn't even covering the base. If you throw it to second there, you get the third out. I don't know what he was thinking there. So runners on first and second now for the new catcher, Alex Whitman. Ball. And that's another ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Whitman. Kicks and delivers, and high for ball 3. Forcione in danger of walking the bases loaded here. 3-0 count to Whitman. Couple of pitches to play with here. You don't have to swing. Fires and in there for a strike. Good take there. 3-1 count to Whitman. And Forcione will step off the rubber. 13-5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 runs ends this game. And low, and he walks the bases loaded. Here is Jackson Prevost. Scored once today and grounded out and flew out. A base hit down either line ends this game. Jackson Prevost up. Or Jack Prevost. On deck is Edwards. Low for ball 1. Forcione winds and delivers. Swung on, popped high in the air. And that is going to be dropped. One count now. Forcione from the windup. Winds and delivers. Ground ball fouled on the first base line. 1-2. Forcione, the 1-1 pitch on the way. High for ball 2. Actually, 2-2 count. Scoreboard said 1-1. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Deals. Swung on, driven. That is going to end the ball game. 2 runs are going to score. It's 15-5. And another run scores. And that'll do it. Mount Pleasant winning 15-5. Or 16 if they count that run. And we will be back after this. Mount Pleasant gets another win. Back here for the post game for the final game of the afternoon. Mount Pleasant winning 16-5 in game 2. And they needed that one after the first 4 games. And really the mistakes kind of cut down here for both games. Lapeer was making the mistakes that Mount Pleasant made, but the first inning of both games, Mount Pleasant kind of made mistakes and where it was able to come back. Your player of the game for game 2 is going to be Clayton Molyneux. Reached base all 4 times he was at bat. 2 hits, 4 runs scored, and an RBI. Clayton Molyneux, your player of the game. What a game by Mount Pleasant today. Both pitchers, Punjabi and Vance, throw complete games. Vance only giving up 5 runs. That'll do it for Mount Pleasant. I'm John Gervasi, and as always, we'll be back next Thursday. Good night, everybody.